I'm so sorry that we have to break into our regular scheduled programming, but we do have a new tornado warning that's until 3:15. It is for southeastern Pontotoc, much of central Lee, which includes Tupelo proper, and northwestern Itawamba counties. So southeastern Pontotoc, central Lee, and northwestern Itawamba counties. This is in effect until 3:15. Now let's zoom in on that because this is going to be very important. Let's see the, oh yes, that looks like nearly a definite hook echo just to the southeast of Pontotoc. So let's bring up the tornado safety tips because I want everybody to understand these again. I talked about this with that previous tornado warning that we had, and we're going to talk about it again. Make sure you're in the lowest level of your structure, in the most interior room. Do not be near any kind of windows of any sort because the broken glass can be very dangerous. And also, you want to cover your head. Make sure you have a bicycle helmet. Make sure you have a football helmet probably. Maybe, let's see, what other type of helmet? If you have this antique racing helmet, you can use that. Also, another thing about your shoes, make sure you have your shoes on. Do not have your shoes off. Make sure your shoes are on and make sure that they are closed-toed. No open-toed shoes because that can be very dangerous. There's also a storm just to the northeast of Calhoun City. Now, let's check the Barron button here because I'm curious to see what the hail looks like. And there's a nice little strip of high winds throughout our area. And the winds are at about 100 miles an hour, so just to the southeast of Pontotoc with 1.5 inches of hail, and winds are at 58 miles an hour just to the northeast of Calhoun City on the Monroe-Chickasaw line. So what this is telling us, the wind speeds right here, let's zoom in more to the southeast of Pontotoc in this storm right here. Because with that wind, that is very characteristic of a tornado. We do not have any confirmation of a tornado on the ground at this point. But there's a reason why the National Weather Service in Memphis has issued a tornado warning because look at that wind speed, look at that definite rotation, and that 1.5 inches of hail. So this is, I would say, about the size of maybe a hen egg or something like that, or maybe about a size of a baseball or a tennis ball. So this can be very dangerous hail that can really do damage to cars, windows, and things like that, even to the northeast of this tornado. Maybe what tornado warned storm, rather, because we don't have any confirmation of a tornado at this juncture. But places like Furs is getting the worst of the hail. The big straight line winds are about to head towards Palmetto. We also, Pontotoc, the storm is passing by you. The worst of it is passing by you, but I would still stay inside because we could still be dealing with the potential for hail and high winds. So Pontotoc, you're not quite done yet, but this storm appears to be making a beeline. Let's get the track because it looks like it's heading straight for Tupelo right now. And we do have we're looking at the correlation coefficient, we're looking at the velocity, and this is this is looking like much more defined rotation in this storm. Places like Zion, places like Furs are going to be under the gun for what could most likely be a tornado on the ground. We don't have any concrete confirmation. We don't have any spotters that can say that there is a tornado on the ground at this time. But when we do, we will let you know. But if I am in Lee County, Tupelo proper, I would get in my safe place now. I would get in that safe place now rather than later so that you don't have to really listen to any of the worst of the winds. Just do not wait. Get in your safe place immediately. If you're in the Furs and Zion areas, even the Palmetto and the Bissell areas, I really hope you are watching this on your phone or your tablet from your safe place because you should have been in the safe place now. But if you are not, get there immediately because this appears as if a tornado is on the ground, but we do not know for sure. It's better safe than sorry than to take the risk. And look at this. This is a very definite hook echo just to the southeast of Pontotoc. Pontotoc, you're getting a lot of heavy rain right now. Places like Oxford Street, places like Floyd Road, Longview Road, you're getting the worst of the rain and the hail at this point. Now let's drop it to the south just a little bit because I want everybody to see that hook echo. There you go. Yes, that hook echo, it's curling just to the southeast of Pontotoc, and there you see the rotation. That rotation is going to be something to really watch because we're not sure if a tornado is on the ground right now, but potentially there might be a tornado on the ground. And we see a lot of, that's where the worst of the winds are. Palmetto, make sure you're taking cover as well. Let's see some of the streets that are potentially in the path here. If you live on any of those streets, make sure you take cover. So we need to see what these streets are. 278, US Highway 278. Let's see who else might be in the path. That looks like the Natchez Trace. The Natchez Trace Parkway, that's passing right over Palmetto. If you live near the Natchez Trace, or if you live near US Highway 278, just to the south of Furs, you need to take cover now because this is a very potentially dangerous situation. We don't know if a tornado is on the ground, but why take the risk? Yep. Okay. So it's about to be a very, and also State Highway 41. This is where this storm may have just passed. What potentially could be a tornado on the ground just passed. If we got any reports, it would probably from State Highway 41 heading south and east from Pontotoc. But now, Tupelo, I would say in about 30 to 45 minutes, make sure you're in your safe place. But do so now. Do not wait until you hear a tornado siren or you hear any very, very loud winds. Please get in your safe place as soon as you can to make sure that you are safe for the next hour and change. I'll get right back to this in a little bit, but first, a quick commercial break.